Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mr. LCM here speaking, and welcome to another episode of Techy Teacher Tips. For today's video, I am going to teach you how to create a gamified assessment tool for our students using Quizizz. Quizizz offers free gamified quizzes for every subject to play in class or even at home. Just simply pick an existing quiz, or you could create your own for review, formative assessment, and other academic purposes. I am going to share with you how to create a quiz on Quizizz. So what you are seeing right now is my profile on Quizizz. Okay, so I made several quizzes already. If you would notice, a lot of reviewers here because I mainly use this platform to offer online reviewers for my students. I taught math and science as well. So basically, what you're seeing right now on my screen is mostly math and science. All right, so let's click on create a new quiz. Click on that. Okay, name this quiz. Let's say we are going to make a online reviewer about solar system. Name this quiz solar system reviewer and click the relevant subjects. Of course, it's going to be science. If there's astronomy here, then we could click astronomy. Okay, none. So click on next. Okay, so you will now be prompted to make a new question, and these are the type of questions that you could make. Is it a multiple choice type of question? Checkbox, a fill in the blank, poll, or an open-ended. So let's first have multiple choice. So in this screen, you will now make your first question. Let's say, what is the center of the solar system? All right. Option 1, sun. Second option, moon. Third option, earth. Fourth option would be, let's say, Mars. All right. So on the right side, you will see this image of a tablet. So this simply shows us the appearance of that question on a tablet or on a smartphone. All right. So before we click on save, please don't forget to assign the correct answer. It's sun. If you think this question is very easy, you could set the time limit for this question. On default, it's 30 seconds, but if you think that a student can answer this in less than 10 seconds, then you could select 10 seconds. And then click on save. All right. Now moving on to another question. Let's try checkbox. All right. Question number 2. What is the fifth planet from the sun? All right. So here, if you would notice, after this box, there are two options. It's either you add a math equation or insert an image or audio. So this time we are going to insert an image to our question. So it's either you upload it from your computer or just paste a link to an image. So let's search on Google and copy the image address of the picture that you would like to be inserted in your question. And then paste it and click save. Alright, so if you would notice here, the image is now included in the question. Okay, so now for the options, let's say Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. Okay, and then assign the correct answer for this question. So it is going to be Jupiter. Jupiter is the correct answer. And then again, you could set the time, let's say 20 seconds. And then click on save. All right. Third question. Again, let's have multiple choice. Which of the following is not considered a planet? So this time, I will not be typing words for the answers, but instead, we will just embed an image to this. So for the first option, let's add an image of asteroid. Okay, let's try this one. Copy image address, don't forget. And go back to your Quizizz creator. Save. Okay, of course, don't forget the other options. So since we know that the asteroid is the correct answer, let us now look for images of options that are incorrect. Uranus, which is a planet. Copy image address. Look for others as well. And set the correct answer, which is asteroid. So let's give them 30 seconds to answer this question. Okay. Now, you could add more questions, more and more questions as long as you want, as long as you think it is necessary or help students to learn or review concepts about the solar system. And then once you are done, please don't forget to click on done. Don't just exit. Click on done. Okay. You could add a title, image, simply upload a picture or just paste an image link just like what we did a while ago. Select language, it's English. You could select grades, let's say first to third. And then who can see this quiz? Let's make it visible to everyone, so we will choose public. Oops, I'm sorry. Click on save. And there, we now have 3 questions. Okay, so there are 3 options on how to play this game. It's either you play it live, assign it as a homework, which is a multiplayer game, or a solo practice. When you click on play live, so as the name suggests, it is real time. So if you are having an online class, then you could use this as a quick assessment tool for the students. Okay? And then if you assign it as a homework, this is how will it look like. So you could set the date up to when the learners should complete the quiz. So let's say it's on June 8th, and even you could set the time. So that means they have 3 days and 5 minutes from now to complete this quiz. Okay. Before you click on continue, please try to look at the other options below. Okay. If you already have classes in your Quizizz account, you could assign this specific quiz to them, or anyway, it's just optional. Okay, we also have advanced settings wherein students can have several attempts to take this quiz. Let's say unlimited, 1, 2, let's say just 2. Okay, so students will be required to log in to limit attempts for this game. It's up to you whether you would like to show the answers in game after they answer each question. So let's turn it on. Show answers in post-game. So this allows students to review questions and answers at the end. Anyway, you could toggle between these options. So it's on, questions only, or off. Okay. For the gameplay setting, since this is a form of a game, there will be power-ups, which I think the students will enjoy. They could double their points when they answer a question correctly. So that's one of the power-ups that they could enjoy. You could also set the timer, and students get to see that. Show the leaderboard, so they can show their ranking within the class. Shuffle questions, so that means the first question that we created is not always the first question to appear. So if you turn this on, questions will appear at random. You can also do that with the answer options. So that means if we set the first option as a correct answer, in some cases it might appear at the second, third, or fourth. Okay. So for the redemption questions, this allows students to reattempt a few incorrect questions. This is the second chance that they could answer that question, and I hope by that time they could answer it correctly. Play music on student devices, or even show memes after they answer a question. So there are memes available here already. So it's up to you. Which do you think is fun? Okay, let's try this. Puns on the animal. So before you click on that, you may try to view it first. So there. These memes will appear if they answer the questions correctly at random. Okay, this will appear at random. And then for incorrect answers, they have it here. So don't be a baby. Like, Fleming, go home and study. All right, so let's select this meme set. And then we're done. I think we're ready to go. Continue. Okay, so for your students to be able to access this game, it's either you share the link to your Google Classroom or simply provide them with this game code. Okay, they have two options on how to play this game. It's either using their browser or using their smartphones. So let's try to play this game on a browser. So just click on quizizz.com and click on join a game. After clicking that, you will be asked to enter a game code. So kindly paste it and click on join. Okay, so type in your quiz's name, and then before you start the game, you could turn the music on or turn it off. You could turn off the sound effects, but I want to have it. Even the memes and read aloud. So if you're ready, if you're good to go, then we could start the game. That's it. So you could select a theme. Let's start with the classic one. So it's just plain purple. A synthwave, there's a car, and this a dog's wheel. So you could still unlock the other theme as you go along with playing games on quizzes. Okay, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it classic. So let's start this. Okay, there's a countdown. All right. So let's try to answer this correctly. What is the center of the solar system? Here's the timer. So before it runs out, let's click on sun. Okay, correct. Don't let quizzes badger you. Next question. Let's try to make it incorrect. What is the fifth planet from the sun? I know it's Jupiter. I'll click on Mercury. And then this is a checkbox. So checkbox and click submit. Okay, so Jupiter is the correct answer. And the third question, which of the following is not considered a planet? Asteroid. All right. And then there's a redemption question. Remember, we answered this incorrectly, so we may now have the chance to answer it correctly. So what is the fifth planet from the sun? Jupiter. Submit. All right, and that is the end of our quizzes game. All right, so students will definitely enjoy this. Okay, so this is now your performance stats. Since I am the only one who played this game, definitely I will rank first. But in a class of let's say 25, you will see a ranking among your classmates. Okay? Three correct answers, zero incorrect. If you would notice, why zero incorrect? Because I was able to answer the redemption question correctly. Unattempted average time in questions is 12.9 seconds, and the longest streak is 2. Okay, so these are the questions that appeared in your quizzes game. So you can still review the questions. Okay, 3. Okay. Another thing that I really like about quizzes is that After your class finished the assigned quizzes to them, it will generate a report that shows the accuracy of the quiz that you just created. For example, here in science that I created. Here in the report provided for the second quarterly assessment reviewer in science, there is a 54% accuracy. So there are lots of factors that affects this percentage of accuracy. Okay, so this will show the result per student. So for 12 attempts for this student, 12 attempts, he or she answered 30 questions correctly. That's why he or she has a 100% accuracy, just like any other. And this one, in just one attempt, there's 100% accuracy. You could also have here an item analysis. Okay. I remember before when I was still a student, our teacher asked us to raise our hands for every question, and then somebody will count the number of correct answers for that particular question. But here, it's already generated. So here, if, for example, in question number one, you would see that option C has the highest percentage of correct answer, wherein 166 players answered it correctly. So it's like half of the class. All right. So there, you will see an item analysis for each question for the quizzes that you've just made. So there is also an overview for each question and also for each player or for each student. Okay, for question number one, they got it correctly. And let's go below. For example, here, this particular student answered question number one incorrectly. Okay, so that's the overview. And for the standards, this depends on your curriculum. For example, for the MELC that was given by DepEd, you could tag it like what competency is integrated in that specific question. Okay, so you could print the report, you could even download it, and this could also help you in designing more effective assessment tools. So that is how you create a gamified assessment tool using Quizizz. If you enjoyed this video tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Techy teacher tips.